Hello, welcome to Flory Models. I'm Philip Flory. Well, as you know, we've been on holiday for a few weeks and everything else, and with the stock taking of bits and pieces, but we're back. It's great to be back. Well, almost. It's slightly cold here now. We had a great time, great holiday, all refreshed, ready to get on with everything again. So, what did we do? Last 3 weeks, hopefully you've caught up with the Spitfire, Seafire build. As I say, a lot of people asked about that one. It is the same one that is on the basic modelling. The reason why, when I built that one, I sort of went back a few steps and was trying to show basics and new techniques and things like that. So that's why that one is on the DVD, as well as all the others. So if you've seen that one, a lot of people have asked, will it be available on a DVD? It already is. It is on the basic modelling one. It's a new one, it's upgraded and it's in HD. And it's got all the old bits on there as well, so you're really getting it as a giant bonus. Everything else, so if you are interested, you do want the DVD-ROM version of that one, it is on that disc. It does explain it all there. And it's got a new cover and things like that, so you can see the differences with it. So hopefully you caught up with that. Thanks for the feedback on that. It is a lovely kit, real straightforward, no problems with it at all. The other one was obviously this one, which I haven't done anything to this week because we were stock taking, but to the actual F16 Suffer with the electronics and everything else. Now, part 5 of that is up today, so you can carry on watching that one, and then hopefully next week I'll be totally free to get this one all painted up and somewhat near completed. As I said, lots of people asking about the electronics that we're using for this one and how we're doing it and everything else, and will it be available? Yes, hopefully we might be in time for Telford, that we'll be distributing it. Marcus Jellyman, he's doing it. So as soon as he is all in position to move on, I will obviously let you guys know as soon as, and obviously in the forum he'll be in there and you can talk to him about that, but he's the guy behind all the electrics and everything else. So that one's coming along a treat, and I must admit I do like that kit. You know, a lot of people have said about it, is it as good as the Tamiya one and things like that? I tell you what, it's not far off. Yes, it's not Tamiya. No, you don't have the engine that comes out, but you do have a radar on the front and everything else. So if you compare it to something like their Thunderbirds kit, it's not that far out. And obviously, as I said before, you can do all the versions, which is a really nice little touch of it. Anyway, whilst we were away, the big thing I suppose that ended, came to an abrupt end just before I left actually, was the multi-engine World War II group build with the bombers and a few transports, things like that. Tended to be, most people went for the bombers and things. Lovely, lovely one. And as promised, I have done now the actual completed group build video with all your work and everything on. Now the thing is, because we always get in a bit of trouble with YouTube and things like that, I've kept it on our server so it's in its original form and everything else. So if you want to see that one, either pop along to our Facebook page, which is obviously Flory Models at Facebook and all the rest of it, or just look below here on this video. If you're watching this on the main site, on the actual Flory Models site, it's right below here and you can watch it. It's well worth it. It's about 18 minutes I think with everybody's work. So you've got a little bit of a montage that I always do at the beginning, and there's some nice tracks to music to show everybody's work, and trust me, there's some stunning work in there. Now judging, normally we go along and you know, we all sit down and have a chat about the best one, but I've taken the lead on this one. 2 reasons why I've chosen the winner. First of all, during the build he was extremely helpful to the other members, explaining exactly how he's doing it and helping other members with their questions and things like that. That is always a big bonus with us here, as you know. Secondly, this quality of the work is second to none, and it was great to see that when he had a problem he actually showed how he was going to fix it, talked about it to other members, so it really was a team thing. But I think also when you look at the number of views this particular build had and everything else, that you'll understand why he is a worthy winner. So obviously it's going to go to Rob Bedford, and he did this absolutely stunning 109 with the JU-88, was it the Mistral system underneath it, which is basically a giant flying bomb. Great build. If you haven't seen the build in the forum, you can now see it. I've actually taken it off of the forum and put it onto the main site, so the link's below here as well, and you can see exactly how he did it. It's a great thing. There's 200, almost 300 photos I think he's got down there of his build, and I've obviously concised it into a build form and got it on the main site. If you want to see how he's done all that, well worth having a look. Please have a look. So congratulations to Rob. What I'll do is obviously get a t-shirt, full range of sanding sticks and all the rest of it, and our skinny sanders and all those bits and pieces, and a few other bits as well. Everybody who takes part gets the medal, which I did think I had one to hand right here, but it looks like I haven't, but you have seen them all before. It's in the case with the medal and everything else. They have been ordered and apparently they are ready. I just haven't had a chance to pick them up yet. So I'll probably pick them up on Monday and then they'll go out to you all this week. What I'll do is everybody I will contact via PM on the site for your addresses, the normal thing, because I should keep everyone's addresses, but I don't. So I'll get all your addresses together and then obviously we'll get them out. So everybody will get a set of skinny sticks and a medal, and then obviously Rob will get the extra because obviously gets the t-shirt and all the other things as well. So that's one to that. Great work on that. As I said, there's some lovely builds in there. Please go and have a look. So obviously the next one we got up at the moment is the Airliners group build. Now the Airliners group build is basically, we say airliners, but it's airliners and transport. So I explained before, anything that doesn't carry a gun or isn't designed to drop a bomb and carries more than say 5 people is a transport. So it could be boats, taxi, you know, buses, right the way through to what is a lot of people are doing is airliners and things like that. So some great builds going on with that one. The other one we got at the moment, we've got the Swedish SIG going on at the moment, and there's some level of work in there. Hans is actually working on a fantastic Viggen, but there's loads, some nice conversions of Viggens going on there as well, and Drakens and things like that. Sorry, it's Draken he's working on. But there is some great things on there, and I know I've been speaking to a few guys about it and what they're doing, and hopefully be getting on with soon. So some absolutely amazing stuff. So it's a nice tight group there. We've also got armoured ones going on as well. So there's lots and lots going on. Please have a look at, Hans has put together a real comprehensive, I'll put the link on below here, of how the group builds, the timing and how they are. We're trying to get as many SIGs going as possible. It always used to be, we used to just try and do one group build, 2 SIGs at a time, but you know, they're proving very, very popular. Remember, you don't have to take part, it's purely if you want to. If you want to take part, please by all means join in, you can do as many as you like. Group builds have all the prizes, SIGs don't. SIGs we tend to do as just a bit of a fun thing together. The group builds are the one where obviously then we do the prizes and send them out and everything else like that. Everybody gets a medal for the group builds. So we've got loads of things going on there. Okay, so what else we've got to do? Been catching up with the stock taking and everything else this week. So as I said, I haven't actually done any building as such because obviously getting back, I came back to I think it was 178 emails, loads of PMs and everything else. So if you haven't had a reply for me by now, send it to me again because I might have deleted it by mistake. But as far as I'm aware, I've actually responded or replied to actually everybody. But if you haven't had one for me, please, it's a simple error. I've deleted it by mistake. So send it to me again and I'll get to you. Some of you ordered whilst we were away. Nobody's complained yet. They haven't had it. So obviously you've taken into account that they only actually went out on Tuesday. I didn't actually get back here to the office, so to speak, until late Monday afternoon. And totally truth, I've spent 48 hours travelling. I went to bed at 8:30 and didn't wake up for 12 hours. So most things went out Tuesday night. A lot of it then went on Wednesday as well, and a few stragglers went yesterday. And then today, everybody's order that was placed either yesterday, Thursday, and today will all go out, and then obviously we'll be back to normal and things like that. Prize draws, I haven't had a chance to do it yet, absolutely, so I will get on with that later. September's prize draw, and I'll open up October's. Don't forget, all the members, if you're a subscriber, it's on the forum, pop in there, just say hi, yes, count me in, whatever you want to do, usual thing like that. I pick a number at random, which is, you know, obviously all the pages, what do you call them, threads, no, posts. They're going to be numbered. I pick a random number. Whoever wins it gets it. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, I'll just send it. You can have anything from the skinny sticks, washes, DVDs and things like that. I have a list today. Having to get back to all this. Okay, the other thing as well is I'm going to be playing with the site. Now, I did threaten this before we went away, but I've got some of it done. It's in the background and it's got to be brought forward. What I'm trying to do is just clean it up and make it a lot easier to navigate around the actual site. So if you do notice a page is missing, just bear with me. It's probably only going to be down for about an hour and come back. It shouldn't affect any of the videos or the photo builds or anything else like that. What I'm going to try and do is get them laid out a little bit better. And then what will happen is the video menu as well for watching all the full builds will probably be jumbled about. I'm going to try and put them into a better order. So we've got the newer ones at the top, the older ones at the bottom. At the moment it works the other way and some of them are jumbled up. So we're going to have a classic version for some of the poorer quality builds, the video quality. I can't say builds because I built them, but the quality of the actual video work isn't very good in some of the old ones because we used old cameras and not in like HD like they are now. So I'll be putting them at the top, everything else. Speaking of which, the forum has had a small upgrade. Now I hope it's fixed. We had a problem with people editing their threads. Hopefully that'll take care of that and it should be working absolutely fine now. But also there's a new thing called subscribe down there. You can search through a particular thread. You don't go through the entire forum, but there's a search mode there as well. And you can subscribe to the actual thread if you want to. And the forum, there's little buttons all over it. Hopefully it hasn't confused anybody. It's pretty straightforward. But if you do have a problem, say shoot me a PM and I can talk you through it and everything else like that. DVDs, whilst I was just speaking about them, I've discontinued some of the really old ones. As you know, we discontinued a few from a particular manufacturer a while ago. It So what we've actually done now is got rid of some of the few older NAF ones, and you can probably see over my shoulder, that's my stash running all up there, that actually I have got in all the kits to redo them, either a better version of something or certainly the old one, but it will then be in HD. And then, as I said about earlier, you know, obviously I've done things totally different. So we have got coming up something like the F14 is going to be done, going to be redoing the F14. So if you do want to buy the DVD, it's no longer available from our site, but our distributors still have a few of them in stock. So if you are interested, try Models for Sale if you're in the UK and Europe, because they seem to have quite a few of our older DVDs, or certainly Sprue Brothers are out of stock of a few of them, but they've still got in there some of them. So if you're in the US and that part of the world, they've still got the old, but certainly from our point of view here, we are not selling them anymore, okay? But as I say, you can get them from there. That is really about it. So I'm hopefully going to get back. The only thing I do have to say is congratulations to Marcus Jellyman for getting his Hawkeye in FX Modelling World this month. I've left my copy downstairs, so I can't show you, but congratulations to him for getting in there. Until next week, we'll be back on to normal next week. I'll be cracking on with the actual Suffer, getting that one building, and I will be starting something else, which is going to be the actual MiG-29, which is the Edard Rebox of the Academy kit. Somebody asked me the other day, is it new and all the rest of it? Can you just use the Academy kit? You can, but the extras you get in there, it's well worth buying the Edard one, because when you work out the money you would spend, especially with decals and things like that, they do work out a lot cheaper. So anyway, everyone take care, happy modelling, and I'll see you next week.